Hello, hello everybody, and welcome back once again to the ECC Season 3 League Play, where we're coming into Week 5 Champions Division territory here. I'll be joined today by Celsius for this duocast to cover this game.
Hello, buddy. How you doing?
Not doing too bad. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's nice to see you here, and really good game up ahead for everyone watching today, don't you think?
Yes, definitely. We're seeing the first place spot. Well, joint first, so currently here with Irrelevant Purple. But Serac versus Pyro eSports. And what a game this is. Hopefully someone's going to try and knock this team down, and hopefully Pyro could be that team to do it.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, looking at the league table right now, it's been a really good division so far. A lot of the teams having probably a good 75% plus win rate here. Pyro sitting in 6th, but going 3-1 with one forfeit. But 3 points in 6th place out of 5 games. That's not looking too bad for them. And considering they're nearer the bottom, it's been quite a good season so far.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the new division, Legends division. I mean, well, it's been a good season all around. I mean, we've got 5 divisions now, and yeah, it just seems to be expanding and expanding. And just the quality of teams that are coming into this season 3 have been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and especially as you're saying with the Legends division, there's a lot to play for Champions division sides now, because obviously if you get within a certain range, you have a chance to go up, and obviously vice versa at the bottom. But those top teams, and especially all the teams in here right now, all on 3 points plus, they're all going to be pushing for that top half.
Yeah, definitely. Unlike AUC Legends, where even though they managed to go up to that Legends division, that was their peak ceiling, technically for the last season. But obviously now, like you're saying, like Serac, they've got something it's worth fighting for, and hopefully they can take it all the way.
Yeah, definitely. Should we get on to our predictions, do you think?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go.
Go ahead for yours. You can start off.
So yeah, I think judging by how dominant Serac are looking at this season, I think I'm going to go with Serac just because, Pirate Esports, they've taken all their games so far, Serac, so they're just looking really, really, really good as a team. And Pyro Esports is just obviously down there in that 6th position, obviously not playing as well, as good as Serac could be, but I mean, it could be surprising that Pyro Esports they might actually take this and knock the team down a peg. But yeah, I'm going for Serac this time.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking back at my notes from the last games I've casted, because I've casted both these teams once. So Serac against Redwater Aqua and Pyro against Irrelevant Purple, actually. And I'm looking at this, and I actually have Pyro down for a 3-0 sweep. Oh no, okay, I must have stopped writing. Oh yeah, it ended. I remember now. The Pyro game ended in a forfeit, unfortunately, because I think someone had to go from Pyro, but they were actually 2-1 up. They were 2-1 up when they forfeited.
Yeah.
And then Serac, they clean sweep Redwater Aqua, but it all went to overtime. So I think it's going to be quite close. Pyro definitely showing that they can do well against Irrelevant Purple. And considering that's their only full loss at the moment, they might actually prove us wrong here. And I feel like I'm going to go with Pyro, and they're going to take this 3-2, I believe. I
3-2,
just think
I'll go for a clean sweep. Serac clean sweep.
Very opposing ideas here. But, just behind my point of view, they're quite an inconsistent team from what I remember. One game they lost by 3 goals, the next game they won 7-2. And, I feel like if Serac can counter their inconsistence in the games they are playing badly, then they're going to take the win. But that's why I think it's going to go to a game 5.
Fair play. I mean, there's only one way to find out, and that's obviously to see these teams battle it out.
Yeah, and I'm just looking. No one's joined the match yet. I'm not sure what's quite going on.
It's typical, isn't it? It's like you tell them to join, and they're like, "Oh, we're sat here waiting 5 minutes. Come on, lads."
Just gonna contact them, because obviously we don't want to go onto the animations or anything yet, just in case we're waiting 10 minutes.
Premature animations.
But
guys, if we want to see some of your predictions here, so put it in chat, and hopefully guys can read it on screen. And yeah, look forward to those predictions. Are you guys looking for a Serac win here? Or are you looking for a Pyro eSports win here? Please let us know, and we'll read it out on the stream for you guys.
Yeah, and obviously just gonna plug the Twitter here. If you do miss any matches, want to catch up, look at the recent results or league tables and head over to our Twitter at ECCGG. As I said, you'll be kept up to date with the league and what's really going on. But should we have a quick look as the players are joining? We'll be getting going soon, but at the entire Champions Division table and just kind of outline what's going on here.
Oh, definitely. We've got Serac and Relevant Purple joint first currently. And hopefully this game, the Pyro eSports could knock them down and the Irrelevant Purple take that first spot.
Yeah, and then One Touch Aqua and Zyph Blue on 4 points, and One Touch Aqua, Irrelevant Purple, and Serac actually the only undefeated teams here. And I think the tournament series for and against is a bit confusing at the moment. I think it's all been a bit changed, but they're the teams you're looking out for at the moment. One Touch Aqua, only 4 games played, so they are sitting in third, but if they do get that win, they're going to be joint straight up there with Serac and Irrelevant Purple. So it's a really exciting top half at the moment, as although all those teams are really close to each other.
Yeah, and then we're seeing Redwater Aqua sitting nicely in the middle of the table with they played 4 games, 3 wins and 1 loss, and Pyro eSports same again here, 6th place with 3 wins and 1 loss, and hopefully they can turn it around here against Serac and put themselves up into that mid-table, and hopefully getting closer for that chance to play in the playoffs.
Yep, I just had word in from Charlie from Serac that one of their members is going to be a few minutes. He just had to go do something, so I have to try for the time for a little more. And I guess wait for them to join before we start.
Yeah, definitely. I would say we've seen a couple of here from Faded Nova RL. He sees a Serac winner here, and Vertrick RL thinks this might be a draw, but obviously there's no draw in Rocket League, unfortunately. One of these teams has to win, and that's the main of the game.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being highly opposed in my decision to put Pyro on top here at the moment, as it comes up.
Everyone's against you.
Yeah, I'm known for not getting my predictions right. I just had one day, I think, where I got everything right, and that's been it for 2 seasons straight. So,
that's it. You had your fun, you had your chance. It's buggered off.
That now it's going to be blank for a whole season.
We've got Cookie. I see a forfeit. Hopefully this time they won't have a forfeit, unlike the last couple of times, isn't it? I think last match we had yesterday was a forfeit.
No, wait. I now need to think about this. I think last match we managed to play out Ferry Sports 1-3-2 in the end. I remember that quite well. But
okay.
I'm pretty sure Intact GG and Zyph Silver didn't play. And then before that, I think there was a game which ended early as well. That was the Irrelevant Purple Pyro. So we've had a good game before this one, which has been played. Just hope to get that momentum going again on stream. Okay. Is that hang on, I need to count now. There's 3 of us. And then
Is there 9 people?
There's 8.
8.
So we're still looking for 1. But
can anybody find him? We've lost 1.
Oh, you can tell my maths is going out the window here. But
is it a Serac player or Pyro eSports says?
Serac. So just let me think about this. Dashical. I think it's Jackson. I'm not sure what his in-game name is, but we've got Atarius in, Luxy in, and Violus in for Pyro. And so that's one thing I didn't mention actually, lineups for the 2 teams. So over on the Serac side, we're going to have Viternity, Jackson, Dashical. And then on the Pyro eSports side, we've got Atarius, Luxy, RL, and Violus. And just getting questioned by the Serac player of how long they have. I'm not sure.
It's 10 minutes. They've got 10 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes left. Then is it?
I mean, I think we should just extend it because, I think we should give them 15 minutes at least. Just because of the fact, like, it's not been a while since we need to keep these streams going, boys. But it'd be nice to see this gameplay.
We found the Serac player. He's joining.
Finally.
We searched far and wide for this. We'll just wait for him to get into this match. We don't want to try and get going too early.
In the fields of Beckwith Park, in the stadium of Manfield, we finally find... What's his name again?
Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah, slowly making his way to the Beckwith Park arena.
Yes. Still have the 8 in the game. He's joining. Okay. If the word is true, I guess we should go over to the map animation. And I guess we'll see you all in about a minute's time when the start of this match will take place. Countdown happening here. Game 1 getting underway in this Champions Division matchup between Serac and Pyro eSports. Take it away, Celsius.
And here we are in this first map between Serac and Pyro eSports, nicely introduced here by Havoc. We're seeing a good offensive pressure from the orange side and 2 players committing on the defense, and that just makes it awkward for them. And you see Dashiko just having to dash in to keep that ball away from their goal, and a double commit again from these 2, and that could prove awkward for them later on in the match.
Yeah, definitely. It's not been the best of starts, but obviously each game coming one by one about a week apart, they're going to have to slowly edge their way into it. And here we're seeing the attack from Pyro eSports. They're trying to get the opening goal. To really prove my prediction right here, you know, I'm hoping I might get something right today. But Atarius now on the right-hand side. Jackson just trying to get that pinch, that real spike down onto the floor to get it away. And just both teams sitting a bit slow at the moment, and they're being quite passive, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. There needs to be a bit more challenging from both sides. And here comes an earlier opportunity here from Laxi. Get that first goal just over a minute. And it's just poor defense there from the blue team, and no one there to challenge the ball at the end, and just a nice easy top goal corner.
Yeah, definitely, and with that lead from Pyro, they can really push on, but looking at that goal, he just had, after that first flick, he just had so much space and time to control it even more, and you know, that was really destined for the top corner because of the time he had. Really, Serac need to push a lot more onto the ball, because we're seeing that Pyro have a lot of time in defense just to touch it down and slowly take it away, which really isn't helping them at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, and this is something that I've noticed between the top, between Champions and Legends division, is there's always someone constantly challenging the ball. There's no team that really gives the space for each other to do something with the ball, and obviously that's what happened there with that first goal. Obviously he had this, flicked it over and he had the space to take it all the way and scored it nicely into that corner. But obviously in the Legends division, we're seeing there's always someone constantly challenging the ball and keeping the pressure up, so giving one team enough space to do something with it.
And here Atarius flicks it forward again, not really challenged on the flick, but Serac do get this away. They tried to get the counter-attack as well. It was just stopped in its tracks, but now Dashko trying to get the equaliser. Nearly half the game played here. Serac really need to push forward to try and get it as early as possible. And the net opens up. Charlie poaching it into the half-open net there. And he does get that equaliser here for Serac.
Yeah, Luxy had all the time in the world to control that ball and just hands it back to a Serac player and pops it down for Charlie, and Charlie's there to challenge, and in it goes. And that's 1-1 with nearly 2.5 minutes coming up on the clock, and both teams picking up the pace a little bit now.
Yeah, Dashko up high to try and challenge Vi's hit, but floating back to Jackson, who does take it away again, and Serac are staying quite far back, but are managing the ball quite well in defence, getting it out to their teammates. They just need to get quicker forward as a team and be a bit more aggressive, but yeah, they're trying to do that, taking it forward from defence again. Dashko waiting for Charlie's hit. The bump attempt on Vi. Vi manages to hook back and get that offline. And still, it's a little bit slow in terms of the pressure, but both teams are getting the clears out to their teammates. They really need to keep this up here.
Yeah, definitely. It's just seems a bit basic Rocket League at the moment. It might be that first game nerves, you know, both teams are up against, and see, that's what I like to call like the bread. This is like the bread level, you know. You got that first bit of the sandwich here, and then obviously there's add a bit of ham, and then the next one's a bit of lettuce. But the level for me personally, a tester. But you know, it's to see what game 2 looks like.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to know what you put in your sandwiches here. Ham and lettuce together, that's it? Or
oh no, yeah, I put a bit of mayonnaise, beetroot. Oh, I'll tell you what's a really good sandwich is beetroot, ham, mayonnaise, cucumber, lettuce. Oh, it's a delicious sandwich. You should try it sometimes. Guys, even you guys in there as well in the chat, you should try that sometimes. Oh, so good.
Yeah, definitely action-packed sandwich there. Hopefully the game can live up to this. Atarius in defense trying to take it away. Luxie is keeping the ball, but there's no real clearances coming in from Pyro, and Serac have a lot of time to attack and are able to just pressure the ball at the moment, which is what they've improved to do, but you know, they haven't really got the shots on target at the moment. There's Charlie just flailing about in the air to try and get the touch on the ball. Now Luxie with the flick again. We've seen this multiple times from Pyro, just a touchdown flick over the opposition. I feel like that's something that they need to stop or really prevent Serac, as Pyro really threatening from those situations.
Yeah, definitely. This is what I'm talking about. Like, we just saw that, I think it was Luxie who had the ball and then flicked it over. He's had ample opportunities. He's just given too much space, and absolutely awesome play there coming out from these two, and it could have nearly ended in a second goal for them. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, they're giving too much space to each other. It's like they're giving too much respect, and they just need to go challenge the ball a lot more and keep persistent pressure up, and hopefully something can come up of it.
Yeah, definitely, and coming into the last 5 seconds, I feel like Serac could really have finished that game off if they just continue pressuring, but now the ball's up in the air, just about bouncing down to that game 1 overtime. It's already a good, even start to the match, but both teams need to up their pressure and up their game to try and continue the way they're playing.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing Pyro eSports putting in good pressure here and just keeping the pressure up and not trying to get the ball out of Serac's half, and that's what we need. And a whiff there from Luxie just eases the pressure off, and hopefully Serac can counter here. Well, see a good clear there from Luxie, and Vi trying to get the pass into the middle, but unfortunately misses.
Yeah, definitely. And we're seeing a lot of passing play attempts from Pyro. They're just not really connecting with it. I think that's the final step for them. They just need to get those hits on the ball. And Jackson now going for the double touch, getting it away. Luxie able to hook it away, but Pyro on defensive hand for the first time really this overtime. They need to try and compose themselves in the clears and get it away well to their teammates. But the miss there and the weak clear there from Vi, they're struggling to get this up. As Jackson pushes it into the middle, they're both caught in front of the ball, plays it out, Dashical, with that open shot, and just bounces it into the roof of the net. And here we see a Serac game 1 victory.
Yeah, definitely, and Dashical with a nice pop to the floor and bounces up both defenders. And to begin with, it was Serac that was committing on the doubles there, but in the end, Pyro double committing for that last save. Just one defender needed to go for that, and yeah, it wouldn't have ended up in a goal. 2-1 here to Serac.
Serac obviously taking game number 1 2-1, but what could Pyro really do here, Celsius, to maybe push back and get this win here?
They just need to keep the pressure up. I mean, they're getting good offensive pressure here, but obviously their defense is just lacking. And see that double commit on that final goal in overtime was what failed them, unfortunately. But yeah, they just need to get that communication up between the two teams and hopefully try not double commit.
Yeah, very much so. And Pyro are trying to get the attacks going early here. 40 seconds in, they had that run of pressure, but now the strong clear away from Dashcool just to relieve that pressure and push forward. And that's really what Serac are good at doing at the moment. We're seeing them get the clears away as quick as possible and as far as possible, while Pyro have the times where they struggle. But look, see, trying to get that pass infield to Vi into that corner area. The aerial attempt not quite there, and ends up taking himself out of the play to do so. Now Serac are up the other end, but the shots just aren't going in from either team, and it's just really being a slower end-to-end game right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the first minute's always the worst. You know, you just got to try and find that pace again, and that's the problem when you have to start a new match. Is obviously it all reset. So it's a whole brand new game, and a goal there from Jackson, 1.5 minutes in, reads it off Charlie from the wall, and a nice read there, beating Atarius to the ball, and both defenders unfortunately just caught out of position, just not there ready for the ball.
Yeah, and it was definitely a great pass across as the ball just bounced awkwardly a bit off that roof and duo. And I think just if the positioning from the two defenders at the back post was a bit better, Vi and Luxie there, they would have been able to get that way. Just both players caught the back post, no one there to challenge to the front, and that's really what led to the end part of the goal. Now, Charlie with the flick over one. Atari is back in now. You can see Jackson pushing into the centre. Vi away and heading for that backboard. Dashcool having to get that away. Just seeing the heaps of pressure from Pyro at the moment as they know they have to get that goal back.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they had the opportunity there. I mean, I think it was Vi who was on the left side of the person who tried to shoot it, and that's something that's really important and that can outdo the defenders, is get those passing plays, and then obviously you can outdo the defenders. But that's something that maybe, I mean, we saw good opportunities there in the first match between Luxie and Vi, and they were getting the good passing plays, but nothing, like you said, there was nothing that was connecting. But obviously that's what beats the defenders, you know, get these passing plays and then you can just outclass your defenders.
Yeah, and definitely with Pyro here, they're trying to attempt those passing plays, but there's always something wrong at the end touch. There's either a player not there and they've kind of wasted a touch for the ball. On the other hand, the final man just doesn't get that proper touch and kind of loses the ball. And with Serac in the lead here, just under 2 minutes left to go, Pyro probably need to try and ditch that plan a little bit and just try and put all players forward and just try to really bim-bam it into the net. And Vi, as I talk about it, just pushing it into that open net, the demo play on the last man, I believe. Just opening up that goal. Atarius with that demo and Vi with that hit, and the equaliser here from Pyro. 1 minute 45 left.
Yeah, good creativity there from Pyro eSports. Pass, getting that team play in, that, like you said, that final defender getting demoed, and another goal opportunity there from Vi. Nearly beats the defender, but just slightly wide and hitting the post, and that be trying to take it his way. But Atarius tried to go for that ball as well, and obviously it sort of worked out as it managed to get the defenders at position. I think made of this yet.
Yeah, now Atarius trying to go for the aerial, passing it back to Vi. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but the passing player opening up. Atarius too high for Vi, but he does manage to get the touch, and off the backboard, plays it back to Atarius. The game could turn around here in the final half of the match, but no goal to show for it yet by Pyro. Jackson just takes it down, knows 1 minute left to go. They can't really make any stupid defensive errors, otherwise it's going to be costly. Now the ball bouncing about, Charlie able to get the pressure on, and both teams really pushing the ball. The open net miss there from Luxie. It may have been saved if he did put it on target, but play just opening up for Pyro. They're not really taking it at the moment though.
I'm just a bit interested. Are they watching the stream? Because as soon as they said, they need to plays, they stepped up the game and put in these passing plays, and I don't know. Are they listening in? I mean, really, they should be concentrating on the game, but makes you think, doesn't it?
Definitely, and Carson's curse obviously known to be a thing, but that was actually Carson's real luck for them. And now the shot coming in from Vi. Every time, as I say it, Pyro get that goal into the top corner, and the clear wasn't there from Charlie. No one there to pressure it, and Vi sniping out that top corner, and the game is turned on its head here.
Yeah, unfortunate touch from Charlie. Charlie just needs to be a little bit more patient, I think. He had all the time in the world. Obviously, he could have baited out. Who was it that just scored? My bad.
Vi, I believe.
Vi. He could have baited out Vi, tempted it in a bit, and then popped the ball over, and then they could have gone for the counter there. But just an awkward touch there just cost them a possible victory for them.
And the ball hits the floor. Game 2 victors Pyro, and no, as I said before the match, you see a bit of inconsistency with them, but they seem pretty strong throughout. They just didn't have the greatest of game 1s, and we'll have to see here how they do in game 3 to keep this momentum going. Okay, game 3 getting underway here. It's a 1-1 draw right now in the Champions Division matchup, as we see 2-1 games favouring each side at the moment, and just that lack of consistency needs to be fixed by one of the teams to get that victory here.
This is what you point out when we were doing our predictions, like Serac, they were taking that one game, then losing it. It was Serac, wasn't it? I think you said that. They were taking that one game and then losing it, and then taking it again.
Wait, I can't think now. Where's my brain gone? I need it here. I'm going to check that quickly. But I think it was Pyro.
Oh, was it Pyro? Oh,
because they ended up losing the game for a forfeit, unfortunately, even though they had the changing of games. But Serac always had close matches when they played instead.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I see. Yeah, I don't know. It's just Pyro. They seem to be better on the offense, but obviously, like you were saying, nothing's connecting for them. But see, their defense is probably their worst part about the team, and they need to get those back post rotations in, try not to double commit. But their passing plays really good, and they just need to utilize that and try and outplay Serac.
Yeah, definitely, and Serac trying to push forward there, but the hit out to the opposing player for Pyro. Now they're trying to get it out of defense and actually pushing it towards their own backboard. They're making it quite awkward for themselves here, but they do have the control and time. And once again, the flick forward was finally met by Charlie, and the pressure is coming on from Serac as the shot goes on to the post and just knocked away by Atarius. But Pyro, as you said, just seemed a bit weak on defense, and I kind of agree, their clears aren't there especially, and that's really something they need to improve.
Yeah, they need to get into the boost lanes, because that's so useful, getting out those little boosts and trying to utilize those small boost pads. It's really what makes the difference between one team and another, and seeing good opportunity there, and the triple commit, I think, there from Pyro eSports is something they really need to stop doing, because it's really affecting them as a team.
Yeah, now with Pyro trying to push forward, Vi onto the backboard, going for the double touch, not able to make it. Jackson recognises it and calmly pushes it away on the floor. Now Charlie with the long clear towards net. It hits the post. No challenge from Pyro. And once again, Serac with the 1-goal lead. About half the game gone here. And a defensive error from Vi to panic the touch, and Charlie with that open net.
Yeah, Vi just needed to slow down. I mean, here's a good little tip, guys. If you see the ball heading towards it, just check that little circle underneath it. That really good indicator where the ball's going to go. But an unfortunate miss there from Vi. I mean, as who's saying he missed the save on the last go, he redeems himself, bringing it back to 1-1 for Pyro eSports. And this is what I was saying, that their team play there, we just saw a 3-man team play there popping between them, and it shows that they're really dominant on the offense, but their defense is just really what's letting them down. And as soon as they turn around and get that sorted, this series could be theirs.
Yeah, definitely. And there, the backboard passing play, just really the hardest to defend from Serac there in the example. But they can't really push the ball at any stage, and they've got a pre-jump. It's just hard to try and get the ball away. And it was a smart play from Pyro, and they get the equaliser, really returning straight after the Serac goal. But now Dashkul trying to help his team get the lead once again. Gonna feel a bit robbed there after their quite clear victory in game 1 and then losing game 2, but they really want to get this win here to not really be down in game number 4. Now, let's see, it's Jackson trying to push back. Dashkul really hoofing it forward, and defensive clear wasn't there from Vi again. Just having a bit of a problem with that, and now Jackson with the shot. Look, see, they're at the front post to take it away this time, but they're really seeming a bit panicked in defence, as we keep saying, and it's something that they need to sort out as soon as possible.
Definitely a double commit there could prove useful for Pyro eSports, and if they just get there for the counter, there could have been an opportunity to score a goal. And now Charlie trying to fake out the ball and gets demoed in the process. But Luxie's trying to fake out Jackson, but it doesn't work out, and Jackson nicely gets it past him, but the defender there from Pyro eSports is there to intercept the ball.
Yep, now Ataris, we find the right-hand side trying to take it forward, but the touch was just boomed across pitch. As the bounce, touch made it awkward. Now Luxie trying to go for the fake, pushing it into the middle. Jackson's not there to take it, but he does get the block in the end and push it wide. They got away lucky there, Serac. It was just slow to counter onto the ball, and Jackson caught out of position. Charlie having to help out and save the day there. With 30 seconds left, Serac is seeming a bit panicked and a bit touchy onto the ball. It just seems like they're starting to have their downfall at the moment, and Charlie trying to take it forward. They want to get this goal before overtime. Jackson onto the backboard, maybe bouncing down, cleared away this time though. We just can't really predict what's going to happen from here on in.
This is what I mean, the passing play for Pyro. Just absolutely dominating Serac here. Luxie popping it down after the touch there from Luxie getting a clear ball. Atarius jumps up, pops it down to Luxie, and Luxie popping it into the top right-hand corner. And that's 2-1 with 13 seconds left on the clock. And hopefully Pyro can maintain this lead, and this could be their second game here in this 5-game series.
Yeah, definitely. And now the shot going towards the roof of the net, and that's game 3 finished. As Pyro probably, most certainly, get this win here 3-1. What a play from Atari to push it off his own pass, but looking at the play before, the passing drop-down play, I was saying before then, Serac just seemed a bit pushy and a bit... No, they just didn't seem right when going for the ball. They seemed a bit panicked, and really that is what led to their downfall and the 3-1 loss in the end. Now looking at this, there's not really much shots going in from each team, but Pyro with the momentum of 2 games, pushing them into game 4 on a potential victory here. Game 4 here, a crucial matchup.
No, wait.
Oh, we have
no, because alright, yeah, no.
This is lovely.
Because Timmy left the party. See, now we got boomer mode.
This is going so good today.
Look at the guys go!
Woohoo! Game 4 mutated, off we go. They don't want to restart. They want to go through with this, but
okay. So basically, what's happening is a typical Rocket League bug. Is the fact that Timmy's left the party, and obviously it's been given to me to change the match settings, and obviously I didn't realize that obviously it comes over onto me as like because obviously you set up the match, so you'd think that it'd be the same, like it'd be the same settings that you had up. Obviously not.
Yeah, I mean,
let's get Timmy back in here. Timmy, come
back. We need you. that was lovely though. Just a surprise to get into game 4. It's just a joke, you know. It was all planned, definitely, but
yeah, it's not April 1st yet.
Nah, bit too early on that. But yeah, right now Pyro with that 2-1 lead in games. No, they might have got that boomer victory, but if it did happen, it wouldn't have counted too much. Just trying to get that back up now. 3-1 obviously in the last game. Pyro with the momentum. I still can't get over the fact that happens.
Can I? Oh dear, we need to do like a boomer mode, competition. That should be something that we should look at during the off season.
Yeah, I suggested a boomer 1v1. I think people didn't take me seriously though.
I'll take you seriously.
Yeah, I'll happily run that if we need one. Just gonna message the captains here and get this going again as soon as possible, because we don't want too long a break for you. Obviously, as I said, Pyro with 2-1 lead, 3-1 in the last game. They've got the momentum as they won 2-1 the game before as well.
Maybe faded Nova. Petition for all future ECC use those mutators.
Yeah, you have to get 400 votes, 400, and then we might consider it. We'll have a conversation about it after 400. Both captains have been messaged, and hopefully this game won't be as quick as the start of last game, and maybe a bit more chill here.
Alright, so Pyro eSports just really looking dominant on the offense. Their defense not looking so good. I mean, they seem to be double committing and triple committing. Obviously, that goes in favour of Serac, but Serac, they seem to be a better all-round team. Obviously, there's not many double commits coming from these guys. What did
you just didn't you? Game's gonna start as well, isn't it?
Nah.
We joined the other lobby. Okay, people are in. Let's get underway with this game 4.
Yeah, that's the same. Serac looking like a better overall team, but Pyro eSports really popping off for their team plays and team play there between Laxi and Atarius. Laxi clearing the ball, Atarius going up, popping it back down for Laxi, and Laxi scoring a goal opportunity, and then we saw that third goal popping in. And
How did Charlie get that angle? That's what I'm thinking right now. He managed to get that touch onto the post and bar, and Jackson just flying across the net uncontrollably, but getting that touch into the back of the net.
I don't know, that was quite amazing there from Charlie. Charlie, a nice little clip down, just pops it onto the goal line. Yeah, these two. Maybe Boomer made is just to spice things up a bit here. Creativity's coming out. Okay, so Havoc will be back in a minute shortly, but seeing one goal early opportunity here for Atarius challenging the ball, attacking the ball, just unfortunately leaves it there for Jackson. Now Jackson tries to take it away, and he goes in his favour, but Atarius already there to challenge, and Atarius beating it. Pops over to Vi by nearly popping it back down, and Charlie just beating Pyro eSports members. We're seeing defense here coming from Serac as Pyro puts the onslaught, trying to clear it out into their half by popping it back to Dashcool. Jackson up there for the read, but unfortunately Luxy just beating him, and Atarius tries to get the flick over Charlie, but Charlie nicely channels the ball, and there's a double commit there from Pyro eSports. Dashcool just hands it back, and there's a good opportunity there for Serac. But just wasted away. A double commit there. Pyro eSports coming out with the plays. What a play. Luxy pops up Atarius on the corner. A nice little pin down. Vi already there to read. 1-1, 3:16 left on the clock. Pyro eSports looking really good as a team. Serac's just pulling in defense here at the moment. Just Pyro just applying the pressure, and it seems to be working in their favor.
Yeah, and I made it back now. Discord had a bit of a malfunction for me. Not sure what quite happened, but it was a really good play.
Lately, hasn't it? It's been a bit off. I don't know what Discord. Maybe Discord and Rocket League are in cahoots together about their servers or something.
They just overlap with each other. But going back to that goal, Pyro's passing play is really punishing Serac throughout this series so far, and they're doing well to get those comebacks and come back from that 1-0 deficit, which they find themselves in every game. But Serac now trying to get the lead once again. Half the game left to go, and it's really do or die for Serac as they need this victory to stay in it. But Atarius here with Pyro, really trying to push forward. Charlie up the other end here, Vi with that good pre-jump, and the play out, and the passing play establishing itself early on once again since that goal, and it's really a high point here from Pyro.
Yeah, definitely a good team here, and a pleasure to watch these guys. I'm really enjoying this team play. This is what you need to do. Get these team plays in, and this is what I'm saying. You can outclass your opponents, and like we're seeing from these, we get in the team plays, the 1, 2, 3, and it's just going in their favour. Serac seems to be playing just the basic Rocket League appears. I mean, they've had 1 or 2 opportunities where they've had the team play, but it just seems a bit basic from these guys, and Pyro really punishing them.
Yeah, and for me right now, Serac, my observation here, Serac have a bit more mechanical prowess, I believe, and Pyro, they have the passing play zone. As I say that, as I keep saying things, they keep opposing me, and Jackson with that great redirect from Dashcool's pass, and he's using the front of his car to get that power into the corner. Really unsavable from Vi's position, and Serac take the lead once again here.
That's the problem when you're going for those corner boosts. You're facing the wrong way for the ball, and that's what really gets you out. As soon as someone goes a shot on goal, you've got to turn your car quickly and try and get back as fast as you can. But if you're going for those corner boosts, you're better off. This is something that you can really utilize, is going down the boost lanes and picking up you can pick up 3 boost pads, and you've got plenty to save the ball, and don't have to go for those hundreds. And that's the difference between probably like 2-3 seconds, I think it is, and that could be the difference between getting a save and being scored upon.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like Pyro are actually utilising the boost lanes and attack quite a lot. They're managing to really push around, get a few boosts, and cut the rotation. The own goal coming in. What has happened? Serac literally losing that win, or losing that lead in the click of the button there. That's the own goal from Dashcool, trying to get that read. What an angle. I mean, if that went in the opposite goal, we'd be going crazy about that right now.
Yeah, people are shouting, "This is Rocket League!" But unfortunately, Dashcool, just an unfortunate touch. Thought it was going to be just slightly below crossbar, but unfortunately traps it and it goes in. Now with 30 seconds left on the clock. We're seeing good defensive pressure here from Pyro and good defense from Serac, but obviously if Pyro wins this, they win the series, and Serac take their first loss.
Yeah, now Luxie pushing forward. The attacks coming in from Pyro. If they get this goal within regulation time, it's all over for Serac. They're managing to get the clears away with Jackson there. Luxie keeping it high. I'm not sure if they're going to push for this or let it go. Charlie now off the backboard into the middle. No attack on the ball, and the ball is pushed down for overtime. 2-2 here in game 4. Next goal wins, and if Pyro take it, they get the whole series for them right now.
One goal is all it takes in overtime. But yeah, this is it, isn't it? One goal is all it takes for Pyro to take the series, and with their offensive prowess, I mean, they should take it. I mean, they're just outplaying Serac, and hopefully they can just punish them.
Yeah, but right now I'm kind of looking at their attacks, and they're having a lot of whiffed balls, and they're not really hitting it into areas they'd like to as much. And if they keep doing that, then Serac are going to have a huge chance to push forward and really capitalise on the misplays. But the passing play to win the game here, Luxie to be the man to finish it off. And once again, Luxie and Atari's with the 1-2. Atari's dropping it down, and the double commit was maybe the real end to that story there for Serac, and what a series it was.
Yeah, what an absolute series from Pyro eSports, displaying absolute onslaught against Serac. But those passing plays were just something else. They're just outclassing Serac in all manners.
Yeah, and I just thought that this, I gotta say, I got a prediction right again. I'm feeling good.
Hey!
May not have been perfect. I did predict a 3-2. Yeah. Still a 3-1 victory from Pyro, and Serac's first defeat of the season. They now sit below Irrelevant Purple in the table, and Pyro push their way up all the way to 4th or 5th. It's not that far up, but stepping stones for them. That's their 6th game. They're actually played the most in Champions Division, and they're a new team. But really good performance from them to win that game.
Yeah, definitely. And this is something that I don't know. Is it? Would you just work on it in like a private match? Could you work on these kind of things? I mean, chemistry is such an important thing in Rocket League. I mean, if you have that synergy in chemistry with teammates, then it goes a long way. And obviously, you can see that here from Pyro eSports. They're getting those 1-2 touches in, or those 1-2-3 touches, and it's just really outclassing their opponents. And I just felt like Serac didn't have that, even though they were looking like the better team. Statistically, they looked like the better team. Obviously, Pyro eSports showed that they were the better team. I mean, what do you reckon? Do you think going into private matches and playing it out between each other, or do you think just going into a ranked match, or I don't know? What's your best suggestion on those kind of things?
Well, I mean, it's quite hard because, you've got to grind and you've got to try and learn each other's playstyle. But looking at private matches, you've got to try and have fun at the same time. Otherwise, you're going to be against each other a lot in the team. And you just got to find ways where you can gel and really bond with each other. And that will really help you kind of get the plays and learn how each other communicates and plays as well.
Yeah, definitely. And also we see that here from Pyro. That final passing play between them, just beating the two defenders and Serac. And yeah, well done to Pyro eSports taking that win here, bringing down Serac's pedestal and putting him into second. Fair, well done to these guys. Well done.
Yeah, definitely. And once again, a very good game to end it off. I don't have any planned streams coming up. There'll obviously be ones going all over the weekend, hopefully. That really concludes today's Champions Division matchup. I was about to say Champions League, I'm not sure why. My head's too much in football. Yeah. But once again, thank you for joining me, Celsius. Do you have anything left to say about that game?
No, it's really good. It was a pleasure to watch. Just an absolute pleasure to watch, and hopefully you guys come back for the next one.
Yeah, definitely. And just to really end this off, I'm going to plug the Twitter again at ECC Games to cover the matches which aren't on stream, cover the league tables and updates, really. Yeah, once again, thank you, Celsius, for joining me, and thank you, Timmy, for streaming. Don't get too much credit around here for the streamer, but there you go. But yeah, we'll end this Friday off with that 3-1 victory, and hope to see you all in the next stream.